everyone! A bunch of you have been commenting about like how I have stopped wearing my glasses, and I thought I would share with you a little adventure I have been on in order to get contacts. So I have had glasses since I was about 5 years old. The ones you've probably seen me with are these giant like Coke goggle glasses. I've been wearing those since I was probably like 15, that exact same pair. And I'm thinking like, you know what? I want to change things up a bit. I want to see things differently, and you know what? Let's just do this. I also, mind you, have this a really bad engram about eye doctors, because when I was like really little and I went to the eye doctor for the first time, I don't know what this lady's problem was, but she basically held me down in order to get my eye drops in, and as a little child that was so traumatic. Ever since I've been like really around doctor's offices, especially eye doctors, I was like dreading this appointment, but I wanted to do this for years, and that determination was enough for me to overcome that whole how this normally goes is you first go in and they fit you in with the contacts, and then you try to get them out. You leave, practice for a week, come back a week after, and so they can check up on you. That's not how that went for me. I show up the first time about like 2 weeks before Christmas vacation. I show up to the doctor's office and I tell her straight out that I've had this experience. I was like really nervous. And she's like, oh, it's fine. I've dealt with people like you before. It's gonna be all right. She still had me sit down, and what she would do is she put in the contacts for me the first time around to see if they would fit. My vision is so bad that if I had it any worse, I couldn't be able to get contacts because it was that bad. And they had to get these like special ordered and all that, and they also like only fit a certain way because they're weighted. It was a mess. I don't know what happened with me. She tried putting them in. I'm going like and I don't know what was going on. And I told her this, and she's like, it's fine. You'll be fine. It's gonna be okay. She finally got them in. But then she told me that I had to go out into the hallway with like the office ladies, and they would teach me how to like take them out and properly clean them and like practice like eye hygiene or whatever. And I'm just like, I can see. I didn't really hear anything she said at first. I ended up going out into the hallway, and I don't know what was going on, but I felt super nauseous. Now, because my astigmatism is so bad, it just made it like, imagine a sheet and then bend it. So like, it's like, that was my vision. I don't know how else to explain it. In the course of like a couple seconds, so I was so disoriented. I tried taking them out the first time, but I'm like, is it okay if I lay down? And they're like, yeah, sure. Come back like 20 minutes later, and I'm like laying there on the floor. She's like, do you need anything? I'm like, I end up like just laying there for probably a half hour until like I get my grip. And then I go back to like trying to pull them out. It's not working. It probably took me 3 hours just to even like try this far. I felt so bad for the office ladies because they had to put up with me. Ended up saying that I could come back in about a week, give myself enough time to like mentally prepare myself, I guess. A week later, so I show up a week later, the day before Christmas, and they're having an office party. I actually bought them a thing of chocolates because like I felt so bad the last time for being a mess. So I'm like, here, take this. I just sat in a corner and like kept practicing for 3 hours trying to get these in, and I finally got it on one eye, and I was so ecstatic. Like, they were all having their like little office party, and all of a sudden I'm like screaming in the corner, I get it! Oh my god, I can see! It was so funny because they're all like cheering and all that. So it takes me another like half hour to get my other eye, but I'm like, then I had to take them out again. So it takes me another like hour or so in order to get these contacts out. They're all checking on me every like 10 minutes or so, make sure I'm all right. I'm like, I could do this. I could do this. I finally got both of them out, and they're all like, whoa, you actually did it. So it was so much. When I went home for Christmas, I brought my contacts with me, and I remember like the day after Christmas, I wanted to like just try this out. at my house, try to like reduce the amount of time it takes for me to put them in. Now I know I did it, I could do it again. It took me about an hour. I locked myself in the room and I wouldn't leave until I got them out. And it took about an hour, but I did it. Went through a little bit of my day. I felt so nauseous though, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm not used to this. But I ended up coming back and taking them out within the first try. And I'm like, what? I could do this? Over the next week, every single day, I would make it a thing in order to put them in. Like, I did not back down. I didn't wear glasses for an entire week just to prove to myself I could do this. I show up and they're all like, oh my God, you actually are wearing them. They didn't think I would after that long excursion. I show up and they're like super excited, and finally the doctor tells me to like, you're gonna have to take them out because I have to do this one kind of test. Watch this. And I like take them out on the first try. She's like, oh my God. And they're like, you know what? If you could do this, literally anyone can do this. So there is hope for everyone. And ever since then, I've really liked it. I mean, I've been wearing them on a daily basis ever since. Honestly, been really great for me, but it was just so much to get to that point. You are like considering getting contacts. It will not be until you want them that you will have them. But once you do, it's gonna be all right. You're gonna be fine. End screen. Hi everyone. It's been a little bit since I have posted, but you know what? I started thinking that like, I'm gonna post when it's more convenient for me, because I have a bunch of stories to tell you, but if I just like am forced to post like every single week, that's not working. And I want to do better than that, better for you guys. So I will be posting a little bit more sporadically, but I hope to have better quality videos. Second, I'm working on a project with the dean of my school and admissions in order to like put together a bunch of like student profiles of a bunch of my friends who go here at my school. So those are going to be up over the next like 10 weeks or so. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And don't forget to click subscribe, because I try to post more. There are good things to come. And I will see you sometime in the future.